hotheads, I'm Henry and this is Blaze the Roof. Kind of a Christmas special. Not really, I'm not going all out with decorations, but I did change the sauce to kind of mirror one of the themes, and I'll get into that a little bit more. But I want to talk about the two sauces that I covered previously. The first one being the Bomb Beyond Insanity. So I did end up making chili with that. Vicious sauce. By the way, it was not right for the rest of that day. It was bad. So I don't recommend taking a spoonful of that stuff. I did put a full tablespoon in about a 3 pounds of meat worth of chili. And that son of a bitch still came out spicy. So it's not one to fuck around with, right? The other sauce, last week we reviewed Dawson's Sichuan peppercorn. I'm sorry, the Sichuan ghost pepper, right? The Sichuan ghost pepper, I had it on a few other things, right? I did put it in the poivre sauce, but I did also put it on salmon, and the citrusy flavor on that just really accentuated the salmon extremely well. So you could put it on seafood, and then put on some Chinese food. I had some garlic beef, it worked out great. So it's a lot more versatile than I thought it would be, and it's quickly becoming one of my favorite sauces. So now, this week we're going to review Heartbeat's Pineapple Habanero. The reason I went with the pineapple-based sauce was the fact that, a lot of people are going to be making Christmas hams. And so pineapple goes well on ham. And figured, hey, you want to spice it up a bit? Let's talk about one of these sauces. So Heartbeat, I've reviewed them before. They're out of Thunder Bay, Ontario. Nothing new to add except the fact that I found out it's also the sunniest city in eastern Ontario. Actually, eastern Canada as a whole. And there were, of course, some famous people, the Stahl brothers from the NHL. But I also found out that Paul Schaefer is also from there. So, beloved musical, director and sidekick of David Letterman. So, now let's look at the packaging itself. So this is still sealed. So it's got a little dent in there, so I'm going to have to do this weird number. Let's see. Just so you can kind of see it, right? What you'll notice is that the pepper in the shape of the heart is not there anymore. It's a pineapple. I think that's hops as well, right? And it's still its characteristic black and white label, which I think is beautiful, clean. It also says here it's made with Sleeping Giant Beaver Duck Session IPA. So that explains the hops on the label there. What else here? If you look in the back though, you can see the logo, the Heartbeat logo. So let us read the ingredients. Of course, the number one ingredient is pineapple, yellow peppers, onion, distilled vinegar, habaneros, organic cane sugar, lime juice, kosher salt, garlic, and the beer that we talked about, right? So let's see if it actually comes through whenever we do the taste test, right? First of all, though, let us talk about pineapples, right? That is the primary ingredient in this, and so I wanted that to be the featured ingredient. Pineapples can regenerate. So if you cut off a leaf and you bury it, a whole new plant can sprout from that. It also contains an enzyme called bromelain, which can be used as a meat tenderizer. So, you know how in ceviche you can cook with the lime, with pineapple you can break down the enzymes and make your meat a lot more tender. So, also pineapples ripen faster upside down. Not sure how that necessarily works or why, but apparently someone did the research. And the biggest scientific fact about pineapples is it does not belong on pizza. I don't care who you are and how crazy you think you are. If you think that it goes on pizza, it doesn't. Shame on you. All right. Before we get any further, though, let's hear from this week's sponsor. From the makers of Wholehearted, we present to you Kaleidoscope, the first colonoscope that you can control on your own. Just attach it to Wholehearted and you can see for yourself using your smartphone. Do you have intestinal fortitude? Find out for yourself with Kaleidoscope. Do not operate while running. Now, the moment of truth. So, since you guys want this to be completely original, or you want to see my actual first reaction with this, right? You're gonna have to deal with me unpackaging and opening up this bottle. You can already smell habanero. A little bit of a citrusy notes there. Pretty nice though. All right. I'm not gonna go like a madman like the last time and just squeeze it into my my mouth like I did with the red habanero. This one actually clocks in at 12,200, right? So 12,200 SHUs. So it is about it's supposedly 3 times hotter than the red habanero sauce. So, all right. Again, it's got a nice yellow, almost orangey color, kind of golden. So very attractive color. You can definitely tell there's yellow peppers and pineapples in here. So let's see how this goes. All right. You kind of get an immediate burn at the tip of the tongue. Slightly in the back of the throat, but it's more the tip of the tongue. You can definitely taste pineapple in it. So it definitely has a very citrusy taste. Trying to taste the beer, but maybe a little bit in the aftertaste, but it's very, very minute. This did have vinegar in it, but you really don't taste the vinegar, so there's a lot of sweetness to counteract that. I mean, of course, right after the last few sauces that I went through, this is not really that much heat to deal with, but it's a good heat. And so, I wouldn't put it up there with like El Yucateco, right? I wouldn't put it up there that high. Might be a little bit around where Hobgoblin was, but very delicious sauce, very good. I would definitely have this on ham, right? I wouldn't put it on pizza, right? Because I'm not a crazy person, but I would definitely put on ham. I mean, anything that you could put pineapple on, really. Pork. I think it would go great on some tacos de pastor. I mean, I just think this really good and flavorful. But again, if you're out with your family and you want to put a little bit of kick to it, this is a good sauce to bring along. So it is definitely more potent than the red habanero sauce from Heartbeat. Not that it is dangerous, but just be careful with it, right? Don't go marinating your whole ham in it if you're not used to heat. So all in all, really good sauce. I'm really liking so far the sauces I've had from Heartbeat. I think they're pretty creative with their profiles. So next week, a lot of you guys have been really wanting me to do this one from Bunster. She's an Australian woman, and she makes this one particular sauce called Shit the Bed. Clocks in at 35,000, so I don't think it's gonna be that horrible, but I mean, we'll see. A lot to talk about with that one. She's a very fascinating person. So, all right. Well, again, this is, I guess, our Christmas special. So, everyone, be careful out there. Have a Merry Christmas. And for, my other friends of other faiths, right? Happy holidays. If that pisses you off, Christians, I don't care, right? I want to include everyone in this. That's why I said it's not quite a Christmas special, right? But anywho, we'll see you next week. And again, happy holidays, everyone. And remember, spice up your life. Take care.